What's going on, guys, and welcome back to Near and Far Explorers. Today we're gonna stick pretty nearby. We're heading over about an hour from home, going to check out Warren, Ohio, because I hear that they have some pretty cool stuff. We're gonna check out Dave Grohl Alley, which is an alley out there all tributized to rockstar legend Dave Grohl. We're also gonna check out Neil Armstrong's first lunar module. And then to wrap everything up, if we have time, we're even gonna pay a tribute to the Packard Museum, where they have a whole bunch of really awesome classic cars. Are you guys ready for the excitement? Are you guys ready for this adventure? Because you know I am. Let's do it! Before we head out to Warren, though, we're going to need to get a little bit of gas over here. So, stop by this 7-Eleven to grab us some gas really quick. So we parked outside of this abandoned Burger King. Looks like it's pretty recently abandoned, too. As you can tell by the sign sitting right here on the ground. It's pretty interesting. It's very, very recently abandoned. You can take a look inside. All the tables are missing, but the chairs are still there. Weird. They still have the ketchup thing up there. I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's like it's a ketchup thing over on the counter. And all the tables inside are missing. Very, very unusual. Here's the front of the Burger King. As you can see, it is obviously closed. And that's where the sign used to be, right there. Over here as well. So the big Burger King sign. Very interesting. Restaurant closed. This is the drive-through of that Burger King. So pretty much everything is gone inside. It's still got some boxes and stuff in there, though. It's very interesting. And apparently this drive-through had 2 windows. Pretty unusual. Put that old school air conditioner in there. And this right here is where they had the menu. It's interesting that they still have pictures of the food. This must be super recently abandoned. Pretty wild. It still has the hashtag chicken fries. Pretty crazy. Didn't expect to see an abandoned Burger King out here. And this part of the menu, so you pull ahead to order. It's pretty wild. And here's another shot of that abandoned Burger King we were checking out earlier. Pretty freaking crazy. Pretty wild. And here we are at David Grohl Alley with the world's largest drumsticks right in front. Pretty freaking awesome. Gotta admit, this is really freaking cool. Definitely worth the hour drive to come out here. Awesome. Awesome. I love this too. With Dave Grohl just popping out of that drum, guitar raised in his hand. If a man does not keep pace with his companions, perhaps it is because he hears a different drummer. Let him step to the music which he hears. However however measured or far away. That's pretty awesome right there too. Pretty freaking epic. I love this too. There's like a drum right here. Has a flower pot inside. Interesting. The drum here. It's pretty epic. Oh, is that a guitar? That's freaking awesome. So cool. So freaking cool. And I love this. Love this drummer here. Dave Grohl himself. Embodied in metal. Yeah, rock on. Freaking awesome. Epic. So freaking cool. Right over here, a thumb court. See all the different stickers and things for different rock bands in the area, local bands. I like this guy. It's pretty cool. Dave Grohl. I like this skeletal robot. Pretty freaking epic. So freaking metal. So cool. Freaking badass. And I love this too. The music notes. And this tunnel itself is pretty sweet too. Check out these lights. Pretty freaking awesome. This is for a brewing company. I bet at night this looks really freaking awesome too. Though, being in a dark alley at night isn't always the best thing to do, but I bet this is pretty cool looking at night. It's pretty freaking awesome. So that was pretty freaking cool. I didn't realize that they had this whole freaking alley tributed to Dave Grohl from Foo Fighters and Nirvana. An entire alleyway filled with murals, and there was a statue. I love the lighting in that tunnel. So freaking cool. So freaking cool. And we also saw the abandoned Burger King with a giant sign. How cool was that? But there's still more to explore in Warren. Because next, we're going to go check out the Neil Armstrong exhibit. The Lunar Landing Module. That's here in Warren itself. So you guys ready for some more fun in Warren? Let's do it! Our next trip takes us over to this McDonald's parking lot. But we are not here for a Big Mac or French fries. We're here for space. because this is actually the site of Neil Armstrong's first flight from here to the moon. This is a placard right here which talks about Ronald A. Price, PhD, who is an astronaut and scientist. It states that he was from Warren and he was a payload specialist for Astro 1, Columbia, and Astro 2 Endeavour space shuttle missions in 1990 and 1995. And he logged more than 116 hours in space. He also brought an amateur radio to communicate with schools and others on Earth. So that's pretty freaking cool. But we're here for the man, Neil Armstrong. And this is his first flight from here to the moon on July 26, 1936, at the age of 6. A lot of sixes. Neil Armstrong, a Warren and Champion Township resident, took his first flight in Ford tri-motor airplane from the Warren Airways, which was located on this exact site. Pretty epic. Apollo 11 Saturn V rocket. Saturn V rocket? 362 feet tall, 1/16 to scale. Here is another rocket, Gemini 8 Titan II rocket, 109 feet tall. Pretty freaking cool that all this is right here in Warren, Ohio. This is the first flight lunar module. One small step for man, one giant leap for all mankind. This right here is what we're here for. Pretty impressive. Look at this. This bad boy right here, this was actually in space. And now it sits in a McDonald's parking lot. Pretty wild stuff, man. Pretty wild stuff indeed. It is pretty awesome though that this machinery, this metal, which has the American flag, USA, Neil Armstrong, and Buzz Aldrin's name right on it. Pretty awesome stuff. And here's a placard that talks about Neil Armstrong's lunar project. You were never too young to dream. At the age of 6, Neil Armstrong dreamed of flying. You too may have a dream, doing something you would enjoy. You may have a dream to become an engineer, scientist, doctor, teacher, pilot, or entertain your ability in sports, music, art. Share your dream with others, family, coaches, or place of worship. These people will help you achieve your dream. Neil's dream took him to the moon. How far will your dream take you? Start now by taking one small step toward your goal. The world will become more peaceful because of your dream. Created a better life for mankind. So that was really fascinating. I actually met a man out there who he helped build it, or he helped curates the exhibit. So that Neil Armstrong, at the age of 6, took his very first flight from this location. Nothing remains of the airport to this day, but that's what first got him obsessed with flight. And the reason why, as well as the flight itself, is because his dad was a perfectionist, and he would bring him everything he'd done, and he would always critique it. But on that flight, Neil Armstrong was able to withstand the flight while his dad got airsick. And as of that, he said, I can finally do something better than my dad. And that's what drove him to become an astronaut. Really, really fascinating stuff. I'm glad I stopped out here today. I'm glad those guys were out there too. Pretty awesome. All right, well, we got one more place to visit. Hopefully it's open today. This is the Packard Museum of Classic Cars. Kind of excited to check this one out as well. So let's take one more visit before we end our Warren adventure. It's pretty wild right here. I've never seen a fire truck tilted up like that before. Pretty crazy. This right here is 1934 8 Coupe Roadster. That's pretty sweet. Look how big this car is. Classic car alert. Pretty epic. Look at this classic motorcycle. Freaking sweet. Oh, this is brand new. This is 22. Royal Enfield. 120th anniversary edition. And check this bad boy out. Wow. That is a sweet car. Look at those white wall wheels. I love that red interior too. That is sharp. 1951 motorcycle. Wow. Look at those old gas pumps. Gasoline price, 13 cents. Damn, I wish it was that cheap now. Oh, look at this gorgeous car. 1910 Packard touring car. Wow. This looks like a motorcycle cop. Oh, look at that. Gorgeous. 1910. Look at the lights. They look like lanterns. Oh, look at this. Look at this red boy. 1937 Packard Business Coupe. It is a coupe. It only has 2 doors. And look at the classic motor oil. That is a huge freaking engine, man. It's gotta be for this boat right here. It's a marine engine. Used in World War II. On that boat. Oh, look at this classic ambulance. That's incredible. 1953. 3-door ambulance. Club sedan. Oh, that's sweet. I like the 87 on the side there. Sweet motorcycles. I love these classic cars, man. 1955 Clipper. Look at this bad boy. Sweet. Absolutely gorgeous. 1936 Packard 8 Model 1400. I love the ladies of the era dressed up too. Man, this looks like Mr. Incredible's motorcycle. Doesn't it? It's like something like he would drive. Everything was so much cooler back in the day. Gas pumps now are just lame. Look at this. 1912. Wow. They don't make cars like they used to, man. Look at these classic motorcycles. So freaking sweet. I love that Cherokee Indian on the side there. With the seat cover, the leather, with the danglies. Inside. Look at all the classic buttons. Love that symbol on the steering wheel there. I got a brand new respect for Packard automobiles. Never gave two thoughts about Packard automobiles before I came in here, and look at how gorgeous each one of these vehicles is. I love these motorcycles too. So freaking cool. Look at this. Something like the President of the United States would drive around in. So after reading up about this car that I thought would be perfect for presidents, it actually was used in inaugural parades to tote around presidents Ronald Reagan, George H.W. Bush, and even Bill Clinton. Pretty freaking cool. This little kid right here wants to buy himself a Packard. Wow. 1900.
I'm into the motorcycles and cars, you know.
I love the colors on this motorcycle. 1998. I like the camel on there. Smoking Joe's. Wow. Gorgeous. I love these classic cars, man. 1902. I love the rumble seats in the back. Steering wheel just jutting up there. Look at that. That's sweet. I love the colors on this one too. Representing all of Ohio with the Cardinals, state capitals. And this one's gorgeous too. Look at this, made out of glass. That's sweet. Old school cast bumps. But I love these giant ornaments. Yeah, this one's definitely my favorite. I'm gonna give you guys a good look at this one. There's so much hidden detail in this. The light bulb, Thomas Edison. I love the flowers and everything on her legs. The fish. The deer. Even got the amusement park in there. Oh, it's all about amusement parks. We got the baseball. The arts. Paint. All the arts, the music. I love this one. This one's my favorite. Hands down. Warren is home to a lot of cool stuff, up to including the National Packard Museum. This museum right here, absolutely loaded with antique cars and motorcycles, and even engines from boats, and so much more, going all the way back from 1900 to the 90s, to very, very unique vehicles, including ones that were used to bring around the United States presidents. This place is very, very interesting. I can't believe all this stuff was right here in Warren, and I've never been out here before. But the National Packard Museum is 1000% worth a visit. Now to go back to my old bucket of bolts, which is definitely not as nice as one of those Packards. Well, you guys, that is all there is to do in Warren that at least I did today. There's probably even more hidden gems in Warren that I don't even know about. But I had a great time here at the Packard Museum, checking out all kinds of classic cars and motorcycles. Really, really freaking cool. Especially if you sell cars, or you're into cars, or you're just crazy about cars. If it's something that you guys would be into, stop on by. It's only $10 and you get to see all kinds of crazy, awesome, classic cars. Definitely worth it. Dave Grohl Alley, totally worth it as well. It's a lot of fun. It's absolutely a blast to just walk down that alley, check everything out. Totally worth your time. And finally, the Neil Armstrong lunar module right next to that McDonald's. Absolutely awesome as well. This was a great time today. The weather out here is beautiful. It's January and there's not an ounce of snow on the ground. And I just had a great time. So if you guys had a good time following me and joining me in this video, please drop me a like, leave me a comment, and consider subscribing, because I want to make more videos just like this to show you guys all around the great state of Ohio and around the entire world. We'll see you guys real soon in the next video. Until next time, keep on exploring. See you later.